Greetings and welcome to Mind Over Number with me, Karanda, Coach, Intuitive, and Numerologist. Getting ready for a Life Path 7 reading. Now over here, we always give thanks to my Divine Mother, Father God, who helps me interpret all these messages in the way they are meant to be received. So any negatively oriented beings or entities surrounding me at this time, not welcome. Nope, got to go. Hit the road, pack your bags, time to leave. All in the name of the one infinite creator. Now, if you don't know how to calculate your life path number, add the single digits of your birth year to your birth month and your birthday. If you got the double digit of 11, 22, 33, or 44, then you are a master number, which does not get reduced. Any other double digit, you just add together until you got a single number. Your life path is what your soul wants to learn this lifetime. It's also important when it comes to your choices in career and a huge indicator of what direction your life may take you. So if you ever want a full numerology chart reading or want to know more about me and my services, you can check out the description box below the video. Now, the final now. Now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about you, 7. Life Path 7 is known as the Seeker because you're constantly on the search for knowledge and wisdom. You can be found in careers related to research, philosophy, academia, education, investigation, anything that allows you to seek higher learning and understanding. This is why you struggle sometimes with being a bit of a skeptic and a hard time trusting others and dealing with expressing your emotions, because we are constantly going within instead of opening up to the outside world. So this could lead to some form of isolation as well, and a tendency to be overly analytical. The strengths lie in the 7 of being able to deep think, right? Think very profound thoughts, and you have strong intellectual abilities as well, which are able to reflect and understand these deeper meanings in life, which inclines you towards things where you can share wisdom and knowledge. That is a life path of 7. I'm ready. So let's get set. And let's go with this reading. Okay, we got a 6. We're in some 6 energy 7s. 6 is a number of balance and harmony. You could also be born in the 6th month, the 6th day of any month, or dealing with someone the age of 6. I don't know. Just take what resonates. Leave what does not. I will go ahead and get 6 cubes out of my Zodiac bag to help give you confirmation for this reading. Well, more than 6 fell out, but you know, everything happens for a divine purpose. So we have Scorpio, Gemini, Pisces, and Leo here. These could be your signs or someone you are dealing with. We also have the time space of August 23rd through September 22nd. So that could be the time frame of your birthday or someone you are dealing with. It could also be an important time and space pertaining to this message. We have the Archer, the Bull, and Air. So with this air energy, we are in our heads, in our minds, needing to make some form of movement or communication. Air energy also represents intellect. So we are studying something on trying to balance out. With this Archer and Bull, I'm getting a need to get ourselves grounded in order to move forward. And we need to do so in a way that uses our upper head and not our lower head. As the archer is centaur, and then we have the bull. So you may want to look at the spiritual meaning of the centaur and the bull, as that could help give you confirmation. But that's the energy I'm getting. Let's go ahead and see what kind of energy you are in for this message, sevens. Just know this could resonate at any point in time and space, just whenever you get the message, okay? Because the past is really just so much memories, okay? And the future is determined on what you do right now. So what you doing right now? What's up with my sevens? Right now. We're in a garden right now. I don't know. Outside, partying. Got some event going on, planning. The garden represents events, social events, networking, communication. We also have a 20 on the card, and 20 is a number that breaks down to a 2. 2 is a number of partnerships, resolution as well, mediation. The 0 working with the 2 is a fresh start to come together with another individual or within ourselves. We have a 8 of spades. The 8 of spades is, of course, an energy of balancing out our mind, is what I'm getting with this card. Now, the garden speaks of entertainment, fun, meeting new acquaintances, some sort of romantic encounters. When it comes to work, it can also pertain to establishing relationships or just meeting new people. Fun things with people be like, right? That is the garden energy. So, what is up with this garden energy, sevens? Out there mingling, mixing. We'll see. Okay. One card for the present space. The Magician reverse. And what led up to this reverse Magician? The Moon reverse. And the future space. Nine of Wands reversed. One card for above. 7 of Cups reversed. One card for below. The underlying energy here. Four of Swords. Now what's crossing all this? Ace of Cups reverse. Now what's our attitude here? Knight of Cups. External influences that could be affecting this outcome. We got an Emperor. Our hopes or fears. Ooh, Justice reverse. And the outcome. Ten of Wands. Yeah. Well, 7. We have a few major arcana out here. So big changes, big events, big movements. We have the moon, okay? And our past energy coming out reverse. The moon is Pisces energy. We also have the magician, which is Mercury. So you may want to check out your Mercury placements, as that could be significant at this time. We are in Mercury retrograde. So how you communicate is influenced by Mercury. We also have a Knight of Cups, which is a younger water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which could be a young adult or someone just younger than you. We have an Emperor, which is Aries energy, and Justice, which is Libra. Doesn't have to be. That is just the energy I see here. Take it as resonates. Now, in our present energy, we have an issue with communication with this magician coming out reverse. This could have something to do with a new acquaintance or some sort of event coming up. And we're struggling with communication, essentially, with this magician reverse falling on this garden. It's like we're struggling with being organized when it comes to the trips we want to make, our communication, our networking, our social group, and there's some form of manipulation or trickery, occurring here when it comes to our social group. We also have the moon in the past, which is leading up to this. So definitely someone has not been using their intuition. They have been trying to distort their communication or the way something is being communicated. But with the moon reverse, it's something being exposed. So something's being exposed about the way that we have been communicating. Some form of truth is coming to light. And as that truth came to light, we then had to sort of manipulate that truth in some shape or form. Now this Ace of Cups in our struggle position coming out reverse, we're not getting that fresh start that we really wanted. This could have something to do with us holding back our emotions of some kind, but this is really just blocked emotions. This is a disconnect between our spirits and the physical. Upright, this is, a cup of unconditional love straight from source energy, but reverse, this is a disconnect from our higher self, which has us feeling emotionally blocked and drained. We also have a 9 of Wands reversed, as in this energy, after some form of clarity was received about our blocked or hidden emotions and trying to perhaps change a perspective instead of owning up to it, I feel like this resulted in us now being defensive, of course. Now we're feeling blocked. Now we're needing to take some form of defense. We aren't going within to seek that understanding, and that's leaving us blocked and hurt and wounded and potentially a bit suspicious. Of now what other people's intentions will be towards us. After experiencing this communication, we now have this 7 of Cups reverse. And this is just us not facing reality, not seeing the truth. This is just confusion, clouded judgment, no insight whatsoever, and we're trying to recover from this momentary hiccup, but there is a disconnect between our inner self right now. You know, part of ourselves wants to heal from this suffering, but what we're working on isn't healing from the suffering, it's avoiding the suffering. Our attitude towards this is a Knight of Cups. You know, this is someone who's coming in very calm and peaceful with some sort of token of gratitude, or trying to move things to a next steps or phases, but we're blocking our emotions, not seeing things clearly, and trying to hide the truth of the situation. So what's affecting this right now could be an Emperor, Aries energy, doesn't have to be, but the Emperor is a boss, right? Someone who has balanced all their masculine energy. The Emperor is someone who could also be a father figure or some form of authority. This is someone who is very structured and disciplined and ordered in their steps. You know, they are able to be vulnerable and compassionate while still being stern. They get up and make moves when they need to, but they are still grounded within themselves. Now, with this being and what could be affecting the outcome here it's taking on some sort of leadership role or someone with some form of power or authority that is causing some form of oh, my voice just broke. This is very heavy energy because we got this Ten of Wands and the outcome, and this is burden, stress, tension, obligations, responsibilities. Justice reverse, this is injustice. All right. This is something that was done that should not have been done, and now we're seeing some form of corruption or unfairness to a situation, or fearing some form of justice being done done to a situation. But I feel like because we're presently not putting our defenses down, trying to come in with some form of proposal, this is just going to lead to stress and burdens. Let's get the Rebel deck. Confirmation. Yeah, this is very heavy energy. Like, I feel like my throat's closing up. Nah. So, we have, you need a big effing hug. You are going through some tough-ish. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired behind up and handle it. And we have stop talking coming out reverse. And on the back it says shut your mouth and listen. So I feel like with this reverse, we could have been talking too much. And we needed to use our intuition. Instead of letting our mouth speak, we needed to let our heart speak. And because we have so many indications of us blocking our emotions, it's going to express in other areas. So there's a big need to work on how we are choosing to communicate with others as well as ourselves, because I feel like this is a situation that possibly could have been avoided here if we would have just listened to understand and not to respond to a situation. Right, there's two ways to listen. We either listen to react or we listen to respond. And when we listen to react, it's like we're already waiting for what someone's going to say because we already have it in our mind what they're going to say. And so we're not listening to the actual words coming out. We're listening to this false reality, this picture of what we're perceiving instead of what's actually happening in front of us. Now, when we listen to respond, we have no expectation of the outcome or how the conversation will go. We are being open and receiving to the communication, and therefore can respond in a more loving manner. Let's get an I am card out for you, 7. Oh, okay. Fell out right away. What is it? We have a 2. So again, that 2 energy. And 2 is about, needing to make a decision. A mediated situation. We have I am free on the card. I release myself from the thoughts and feelings that have held me back. Any guilt, shame, embarrassment, self-doubt, and fear that I harbor, I release. Today I am free. So there's a big need to release any forms of feelings that relate to fear. Fear is our ego. Fear is our mind's way of keeping ourselves safe, right? But those feelings of fear do not differentiate depending on the event or circumstance. So you can have the same feeling of fear as you would seeing a spider, as you would have being in an uncomfortable situation. Now, the threats may be completely different, but you're still going to have the same reaction if we haven't let go and understand why we act out in certain ways to certain situations and not to the other. And it's typically has to deal with the threat level or the perceived threat, right? Because someone having a conversation with you is not as threatening as a bear running behind you. So there's a need to release that fear that you may harbor so you can better understand yourself to live in a more unconditionally loving and flowing way. I am free. This message I have for you right now, 7s. If that resonated for you, wonderful. If it did not, I apologize. Thank you for joining me, and I love you.